Hello everybody, Dr. Bill Crawford here, psychologist, speaker, author, host of 2 PBS specials. Here today to bring you another quote and another video designed to help you bring more clarity, confidence, and creativity to everything you do. Today's quote is from Coco Chanel, and it has to do with how we define ourselves. She says, "How many cares one loses when we decide not to become something, but someone." When I read that, I really loved it because I think it really does speak a lot to one of the problems many of us have when we define ourselves by what we do. And whether it's a teacher or a lawyer or a doctor or a mom or whatever, nothing wrong with those. But when that's our self-definition, then we are again defined by what we do, and mostly what we do for others versus who we are. Now, this started a long time ago. Do you remember, as a little kid, somebody coming up to you and saying, and what would you like to be when you grow up, little boy, little girl? Did you notice they didn't say, who would you like to be, but what? And this focus on being the right what? A good student, a high achiever, getting into the right college, getting a job, having a title, getting a car, getting a home, getting a club membership, getting a huge bank account. All of that began to define us in a sense where we thought if we did this, we would be happy. And have you noticed, a lot of people have that, but they do not have the happiness they seek. So what I do as a psychologist, as a speaker, as a seminar leader, is help my audiences and my clients make a different choice. To begin to define ourselves not by what we do, but by who we are. I call this our highest purpose because I think it really has to be the most important thing in our life so that everything we do flows from who we are. Now, when I ask my members of my audiences or my clients, okay, if you were being the person that you wanted to be, that you know you are at your best, that you would teach to someone you love, who would that be? And they say things like, well, confident and happy and kind and compassionate and flexible and patient and persuasive and successful. In many ways, they don't have any problems coming up with those qualities and characteristics. Now, just coming up with those qualities and characteristics doesn't mean we'll always bring those to life, because we've got a lot of old habits where we think the situation defines who we are. Traffic makes us angry. Our boss makes us frustrated. Family stresses us out. In other words, when we look outside ourselves to determine how we feel inside, chances are that will be a less than successful venture. I encourage us instead to look inwardly first, to define who we are in a way that we would teach to someone we love. And then bring that to life, because you see, we can be happy in traffic if that's our highest purpose. We can be confident in the face of adversity if that's what we would teach to someone we love. We can be enthusiastic when others are apathetic if this is how we are defining ourselves. When we come from this internal perspective, we influence that and control that more than anything. And we can bring that to life if we make it important enough and practice it over and over and over until it becomes a new way of life, a new habit. So if this sounds good to you, I would encourage you to begin to look at how you may have found yourself defining yourself in terms of what you do versus who you are. And if you want to make this switch, get that list of who you are when you are at your best, when you're coming from that upper 80% of the brain, for those of you who know anything about my life from the top of the mind philosophy. Once you get this list, now you want to practice bringing this to life in every situation, because we're always practicing something. So we don't want to keep practicing defining ourselves by what we do. We want to start practicing defining ourselves by who we are on purpose in a way that we would teach to someone you love, so that that becomes second nature. I hope you found this valuable. I try to keep these videos short. If you want to receive my weekly quote on a regular basis, by the way, if you're not already on my quote list, you can go to my website, billcrawfordphd.com, hit the subscribe button. It's free. Put your first name, your email address, and every week I will send you one of my favorite quotes along with 2 or 3 paragraphs about how to apply that quote in our lives and one of these short videos. If you would like me to come and speak to your organization about accessing those qualities and characteristics that make us successful and then bringing those to life regardless of the situation, again, just go to my website, hit the contact button, send me an email, call me, and I would be happy to discuss this with you. Again, I hope this has been valuable. Here's to you bringing more clarity, confidence, and creativity to everything you do, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.